So in today's video on No Grip on Life, we're going to be taking a Z32 300ZX transmission and bolting it up to an RB25. Now, that being said, before we get started, make sure to hit that sub button. We need more of you guys to follow us so we can spread our freaking love, man. And if you're feeling kind, go check out some of our previous videos. We have like 62 of them, man. There's got to be something back there that you guys will like. Alright, hit the sub button, hit the like button, and let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take this thing off because we're not even going to use that. I have a brand new one on the other transmission that we're just going to reuse. Now the rest of this I have to do a little bit of research on because I'm not sure if I need to take this main plate off or whether it just slides off. But one thing we will be doing is taking these bolts out because they bolt straight. Bolts go through the center case, so we're going to be taking all of these bolts out all the way around, and we're going to hope that this is just going to pull off if we have any luck. But it looks like there's some other bolts on the other side here that might need to be removed, but we'll see. First we're going to take these bolts off, see if it pulls off. If not, well, fuck. Also, I need to pull all this off to fit the new excessive shifter bracket, which will be here tomorrow. So this is going to be a two-day video. Unless it's super long, then I'll just say fuck it and make another video. So let's get to it. Get this fucking bell housing off. Alright, so since I'm putting this in my new car and switching out the bell housing, I figured I'd first go through and clean up this area. And just for a fun fact, a Z32 bell housing fits perfectly on a 14-inch wide tire. 14-inch wide tire. That's all it's sitting on because I don't want it resting on the input shaft, whatever goes in the fucking clutch, that one. Gotta clean all this stuff up. I'm beginning to think that the guy I bought this from didn't actually drain the fluid out because it's dripping out of the vent hole right here. So, before I get any further, I'm going to pull the cap out of the back and then drain all the fluid out of it. So, I'm going to work on that next. And I think my GoPro's charged now, so time lapse. Alright, so as you can see from the plug that I just showed you guys, this is a little metally. Just stir it up a little bit. Yeah, this is not what transmission fluid should look like. But the guy I bought it from is super cool about it, and he's going to actually bring me down another transmission tomorrow. In the meantime, we are going to still pull the bell housing off of this one just so I know exactly how to do it when I hit the next one, and we just get it done super and easy, and then we can get the other one pulled out of the car and this one put back in. Not this one, the next one. Alright, on the video, let's get this bell housing off. So y'all are gonna get a crack out of this one. So I'm sitting there working in my garage, and Mom goes out to eat with some old coworkers, and so I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, I need to get a C-clamp puller because the part that I'm working on right now, I had to pull a C-clamp to pull the shaft off so I can get the bell housing off. And I'm still in the garage, and the door's locked. So I'm trying to break into my house, but it's not working out so well, because everything has the precautions. So you can't do the old door card trick, because the fucking doorknob, or the door hook, stays in. I'm not cutting my fucking doorknob off. So I'm just going to take the car to the fucking auto parts store to get the C-clamp puller, and we'll worry about the fucking doors later. Maybe get some beer, since I don't have any in the garage. We'll see. Might have to sleep in the garage tonight. Who knows? Fuck it. Alrighty, so got the bell housing off of the transmission, and I am a fucking idiot. But we all knew this. So there's a snap ring on this. This is the shift linkage port that the shifter kind of comes in and out and in and out. But then there's another snap ring that goes on the outside of this, which fits in this groove right here. And I was trying to pull this one out here, which wouldn't have done me any fucking good. So essentially you have to pull this snap ring, then this snap ring off of here, which this is the shifter, which goes, yeah. Then there's a hole. Oh, fuck. Let's see, right there. There's a little plate with 2 screws in it. Essentially what you want to do is undo this, and then undo the bolt in here, and then put a magnet inside, pull the spring out, and then pull a little ball bearing out as well. And that will relieve it from the spring, which holds your shifter in place. This kind of, as you pull this in and out, hold on, let me grab it from the other side. So it's supposed, that's neutral. Then you slide it back and forth, and it locks it in each area and keeps it in place. So if you're ever like can't keep anything in its gear, that's probably why your spring's broken or you lost that little ball. So that's everything looks good on this side. But I did notice some brass shavings, or brass chunks, coming out of this port right here, which this is the oil port to the back housing, so it flows back and forth and whatnot. But upon further inspection, oh, I can't see it here, but there was brass chunks all around that area on the bell housing. So obviously this one is toast. Dude's gonna bring me a new one tomorrow, which is fucking awesome, because screw shady people. And that's about as far as I can get right now. So I'm going to put the bell housing back on the transmission. Just wanted to check it out and make sure I knew how to do it on the next one, because I was doing it totally fucking wrong. And probably call it a night. This way I can, and then pull my car back in the garage and whatnot. So let's put it back, the bell housing back on the transmission, and maybe pull my car up on jack stands. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so the transmission is back together, and let's get this shithole put back in orderly fashion, and we'll see if I'm motivated enough to actually put the car up on jack stands. Maybe pull the transmission out, maybe not. It's already midnight, and it's my first day of vacation, so let's see how it goes. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and end this video here. Not going to jack my car up because I'm pretty sure Nate wants to put in his stuff. Can't tell you about it. It's a surprise. It'll be clickbait, don't worry. But so yeah, that's gonna be this video, taking apart the bad transmission. Dude said he's gonna drop me off another one tomorrow. We're gonna test it, drain the oil out of it, make sure there's no shimmy, shiny shit. So probably Monday I'll jack this thing up and get the transmission out from underneath it, and maybe get the new one in, depending on time. That's kind of the factor right here. I also need to see if I can get a gasket for the front end of that transmission. I didn't realize the front plate needed to come off from inside the bell housing in order to get the bell housing off, but to get those snap rings off you have to. So I'll do a more in-depth video on the next transmission now that I know how to remove it and install the new one. So I'll do a step-by-step and all that good shit. So this is going to be the end of this video. Stay sideways, guys. And as always, I already said stay sideways. But anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Love all y'all. Take it easy. Bye.